A very warm welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. We're here to do your psychic update for your zodiac sign, which will be love and general, psychically tuned in. We also do cover your twin flame path here at YILDIZ Readings, as well as by element for the twin flame path. Now, we are live on Fridays, 10 a.m. as above on the screen, and also 3 times a month on Wednesdays in the Members Hub. Now, the Members Hub has 3 levels. We have the Twin Flame Hub coaching room, the second level, which is pre-release content, and the third for all your extension reads. Without further ado, let's get into your psychic update for your zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi Cancer, we're here to do your video for your psychic update. For those of you that don't know, it's freezing here, so I'm trying to keep warm, and those of you in America, I'm sure it's very hot, so you know, we're sharing's caring. Now, I've pulled the cards, and this is an overall general read, and it also does include both the channeled messages for couples and singles. You have a very interesting, complex month coming. Let's have a look at it. Let's dig in. Now, I did pull crowning energies, which I was using the native spirit cards. So for those of you that don't know what the deck looks like, this is what it looks like. Now, a few came out. They did come in reverse, and I was like, okay, are they reversed or are they upright? Because I really weren't quite sure how they were going to come through. So I pulled another one, and that one didn't know either. And I do feel you may be dealing with a circumstance at the moment where you're undecided how you feel. This can be a recovery time for you. There's something to do with family and passion. Okay, family and passion. I'll show you why. Look, it was like they came out this way, but they were almost in reverse the way they came out. And then we have Spirit of Fire, and it's kind of like neither here nor there. So you're undecided about a situation. It's not that you're stressed, but you don't know whether you should or shouldn't be stressed. And this could be to do with family and lineage. And it's like you don't quite know. So whatever's played out, it's yet to be seen. You're yet to decide what you're going to do with it. But I feel the power's in your kind of ball court. And we're going to get into that a bit further. Now, I do feel you maybe knew that something was coming about, and you maybe felt as though you were manifesting things in, and you know there was tension. And now on the opposite side of the spectrum, and this always tends to happen when we're manifesting. That's why I don't like manifesting, I'm just saying. Because in the highest of octane, universe will always give you what you are in need of. And when I was manifesting in my early wee years, I was manifesting things very quickly. And we always do. We manifest both higher and lower octane. And when the ego, the intuition, is directly involved, we perceive how something can come about. So it's a little bit like mapping out a project. Build it and they will come, and we're putting our intuitive energy into it on a very practical 3D level. And energy is very non-3D really, especially on a manifestation level. So when we put that in there, you get a box of all sorts. So what's being shown to me is you do put something out into the ethers, and you really have manifested some really wonderful things into your life. But once received, you're quite unsure whether it is or isn't a good thing. I do feel you've achieved some things as well, and this does come down to what you wanted to achieve inside yourself. It's like self-esteem based. It feels self-esteem based. You know, there's been some sense of revelation and success. You're extremely tired. You know, you're really, really tired. But again, it's almost like where to from here. So it's like you've completed something. You've completed a cycle, and you're about to set course like the Fool card in the Tarot in a brand new beginning. But you're quite unsure what to do from here. I'm getting the vibe that there is a dynamic with family, and I feel it's lineage. I feel it's conditioning. It's like, this is what my purpose is in the world. This is what I'm supposed to be. But I feel gradually, you're really shredding that onion away, and you're getting to the root core of it. And you may not resonate with that. So it's not to say that we don't have, ideals within families and that we don't resonate with those things on a level, but something in that has changed. Something in that circumstance has changed. And while you're going through this evolutionary change inside your core field, you can feel quite strange. And it does feel, it's not you're nervous, you're accepting of the fact that you're changing, you're accepting of who you are and what you need and what you want and what you want to be. But it feels super strange. That's the best way I can explain it. But I do feel it's like you're a fly on the wall observing everything around you and you're going, do I resonate with this? Am I really passionate about this? Is this somewhere where I want to go? Now we're going to go into segments of your reading. We're going to be able to sum it up because there's a lot of energy here of a choice and a decision. And I pulled the family cards, and it's interesting. We've got ancestors and lineage here. We've got passion, which is a sacral chakra. Many of you can be feeling super tired at the moment. Be really careful with your throat chakra at the minute. Be really careful with the way you say things, how you interpret them, how you feel. Something might say, but people are going to take you out of context. And I think those that know Cancerians the best know that you guys have the best sense of humour. You're either, you're all or nothing. It can feel like extremities, but it's beautiful because if you're in, you're all in. If you're out, you're like, look, I'm just going to be polite here. I'm stepping away from the furnace. So there's that beauty in connection at the moment. And I feel the connections that you're having need to really firmly resonate with you. And I do feel you're taking, it's almost like you're digging into, right, in my intimate connections and my stability and my movement forward, where does my heart belong? And, what am I willing to sacrifice for these situations? Because there's a big question mark over that this month, Cancer. Now, those of you who are in a connection at the moment, I'm going to pull Clarify because this is really, it's like, it's very passionate. That there could be a little bit of tension, but again, be careful crossways. There could be this romanticism coming through. And again, it's with the words. It feels like the words, but there's openness. And trying to turn over this new leaf. It's like, okay, we're pouring energy into this. Where are we going with this? And it does feel ultimately a lot of you are turning over a new leaf and there's a new beginning. There is a 50-50 energy though. So some of you, it's almost like you're trying, you're very passionate, you've gone in and there's chemistry, there's a connection, you're like, right, this is where I am. But there's something to do with a reunion here. And you're trying to turn over a new leaf and reunion comes up. So this can be really reuniting with your core self, really opening up and being very, close and connected with this person. Or this can be that you are really in it and you're pouring your energy into it, but your mind is elsewhere. So it can be two things. And we're human. Okay, so you've got sacral chakra, because you're pouring energy into it. There's a direct connection here. And it's turning over a new leaf. You're turning over you're like, right, I'm here. Okay, putting my energy into this cup. But you have a reunion. So there's a bit of, and this is why I say spirit of fire. It's like, it's always the way, we kind of think we're going down one road and then something comes about. This can be where you feel reconnected with your true self. It can be where within the connection you are feeling more bubbly and romantic and, got the right words and moves. But for some of you, it can mean that you had been going down a path, but something's shifting and, there's these memories lingering of a past situation. I do feel some of you may see this individual in walking, like sort of passing them. Or it could be flashbacks, but it feels walking by and you could see this individual and it might take you back down memory lane. But I do feel you got a major new beginning here, but it's you sitting. You're a sitting duck at the minute. What am I doing? Am I going left? Am I going right? Am I going left? Am I going right? This could be surrounding an old group of friends. This can, but I just feel both Cancerians that are singles and couples, both of you really aren't wanting stress. I can see from your overall cards, it's almost like no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're choosing, it needs to vibe with you. You're not in the frequency of wanting to watch over your shoulder. I also feel that you're willing to sacrifice those energies, but you're a very evolved Cancerian group. What do I mean by that? Something has changed in you, and I do feel it has been really over the last 3 major years solidly. And I feel moving forward, there may be a lot of people that don't understand the new vibration of Cancerians coming through, because they have extremely healthy boundaries at the moment. So whereby you guys would move hell and high water, it's really on a, hey, it's a give and take here. It's more rational, it's more practical, and that's to energetically protect yourself. So I'm saying you're not enduring things or BS for nothing. It's like you've really taken, a new leaf out, and you're like, this isn't serving me. And initially when we're going through that soul transformation, we can be a little bit agitated and maybe egoic when we're describing how we're feeling with a healthy boundary. But when we really embody it, it needs no explanation. It's just your aura and your demeanor. And the healthy boundary is just being really gentle with yourself and saying, well, I have my compass, I have my power. If I choose to do something, I choose to do such. If I choose not to, I won't. And there's no anger, there's no verbal diarrhea, so to speak. It's just straight and ifs and buts to the point. Those of you, oh God, oh Cancer. Okay, those of you that are single, it's kind of like you feel you put your eggs all in one basket. And the thing is, you guys have such a beautiful heart. You're very similar to Leo. Strong on the outside and this massive heart on the inside. And you have, you may have met somebody through family. There may be an ideal or an egoic experience that family believes who you should be with. But again, I feel shredding away from that when you do feel that you have found that one person. It doesn't matter what your friends, your co-workers, your family say. It's like when you've found that, you've found it. And I really feel for some of you, you know how that feels. You know what that means, and it's very important to you. And I do feel, I just keep hearing the term, I put my eggs all in one basket. And you're all in or you're all out. And there could be a scenario where a decision is made. This could be somebody in your group actually coming towards you, being introduced to you for those of you that are completely single. Others of you, I'm also feeling there could be a person that you truly, truly love right now, and you feel you have a soul connection to. And it's almost like this acceptance of it, that you already know who you love. This is the person you love, and that's the only person you want to be with. And it sort of is almost that analogy of till death do we part, and it feels like a soul connection. So I do feel you could be in a bit of a dream state this month. But it's like you're ignoring, naysayers, and you're just really in your truth aura of who you love. And I do feel once you become more grounded with acceptance in it, I feel it will be manifested. And it's strange. It's almost like this person, what's the song? Teenage Dirtbag. I feel that it's a little bit like the song Teenage Dirtbag, where people can't see the potential, but this potential is really there. And you see that of what other people can't. You're very intuitive. So please try and trust your instincts, because I feel that you might be really in a dream state and you can get into a high vibe this month. It'll probably be about the second week. But I feel intuitively you put your eggs in the basket. You love your family, but at the same time, your family becomes your soul connection, your twin flame. It feels that becomes your family. Some of you also can be a little bit more in a meditated state over something that a family member said in relation to love, and it might have been some really great advice. And for some of you, that feels more an older feminine energy that is coming through. It might be maybe a sister or someone to that degree, but it feels like an auntie or a grandmother. But it's the lineage dynamic that's coming through, and it's like, remember, don't stress over what people say. You have your own identity. You can acknowledge it and take a note out of the book and apply it to your life, but it really comes down to you, because we can't fake it till we make it. The authenticity is always within the heart. So, always be really gentle and loving to yourself in that notion. We don't need to get angry. If we get angry, it's a reflection and projection. Accept who you are. Accept what you want and love it. I feel it to be very positive. I don't have a negative feeling. You might get into a little bit of indecision and confusion and maybe upset vibe. Let it go. Let it go, because, you know, it's going to turn out. It's going to be fine. But at the minute, you know, it could be a little bump in the road. But I do feel at some point this month you could be, and this feels almost like you're going to get some good news, because it's almost like, you know, when you're walking down the road and, oh, look at the butterflies. It feels very dreamlike with your demeanor. So it feels like you're away with the fairies, so to speak, in this dreamland. But it feels very light. So it's after a fact of something occurring. And it's an epiphany moment, but it could be that you got information and you feel very dreamlike, like, wow, this is better than I thought. Now, your career sector, you guys are really tired. Okay, you're really tired. It's been a busy few years, and really keep your hydration up. If you don't be hard on yourself, you've got faith in reverse, crown chakra. This can be maybe way too many downloads, way too many ideas, thinking you're never going to, you know, see the hay for the clouds. And the funny thing is, Aries and Chiron is retrograde at the moment, and there are wounds relating to your career field. And I feel this is a really wonderful time to have revelations of how much success you actually have achieved so far, whatever you've done. Be it you've learned a new skill set, be it that you get a remark for those of you that are working and they're like, wow, you know, you've done a really good job. I feel you're going to get some success, and it's almost like you're perplexed thinking, I thought I had hang-ups about this, and look at all these things I've achieved. I do feel for those of you that are unemployed, it's like right when, you know, don't second guess yourself, okay? Don't get stressed, because this is movement forward. You can be meditating, quality assuring, changing, moving things about. But this is a positive time for you to put your resumes out. Very positive time. Go in, get it done. Because I do feel, however you are directly looking at this, you're going to have the gift of the gab. You will know exactly what to say, how to market yourself. And if you are launching something, it can be a very positive time for you. Overall, I feel you're going to get success, and it's almost like you didn't expect it. And you kind of now are looking at where you are on the map, and you're kind of like, okay, where to from here? Because I've achieved that. Imagine what I can achieve. So try and not get tense. But something's coming up to be resolved. So you could have had a moment where you had great success, and suddenly it's almost like on the opposite side of the spectrum, you're like, yeah, but something bad's got to happen, right? So, but it's because there's good and bad. There's yin and yang. It's like all of a sudden money comes in and bang, it's spent before it's got to, you know, before it's come in. So it kind of feels like that, but it's like, don't move into that self-sabotage. Everything does happen for a reason. Trust it. It's helping you look at something that maybe was being avoided. This could be paperwork. It could be something to do with lineage. It could be taxation, whatever it is. Look at it, because on the other side, you'll know. And that's sort of the way my guides are showing me. Now, because we have so much family correlating energies here, and you guys really are the family sign, we're going to look at family. We're going to look at family. Now, something that hasn't been said, something that is unmotivational, is being dealt with. And you can, again, with your movements, you kind of feel you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. Right. You're like, how has this happened now? And it was, you're like, did I manifest this? Why is this happening? This could be somebody you're currently not talking to. This could also be a scenario where you feel you wanted something and you were putting the actions into it, and now you're kind of like, wow, have I gone too far? Is this all right? Again, I feel you're keeping your lips sealed. I'm going to pull a chakra card. I do feel you're keeping your lips sealed, Cancer. I feel you're really looking at it going, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. It's said, it's done. Don't know what to think. It's like, it's a very confusing situation. But overall, you might feel that you're a little bit cursed. You're like, how does this happen? Like something, like I said, something good happens, something bad happens. It's a bump in the road. Movement's still happening. Okay, this is helping bring to the surface, oh, a bit of pills to swallow, what we love and what inspires us, which is at the heart of the truth. So when we look at it, we move into authenticity, we then can address it. So whatever that is in the tribe area, tribe can be your next of kin. It might be something within your love life. It could also be work related, but I feel for tribe, point blank zero, family, tribe, work colleagues, it's like whatever this is, it can be fixed, but it's moving into the inspired mind to the crown chakra and also that of the heart, and there's going to be healing. But it's almost like it's going to come up through the heart chakra to be resolved, and you're going to have a light bulb moment and you're going to go, oh heck. And this could be where the, oh my gosh, my cursed energy can come from. But it doesn't feel that it's terrible. It's just a revelation. I feel it's a decision. At the moment, I feel through the first 2 weeks, maybe decisions on hold and you're trying to, you know, get everything done and get everything in order. But I do feel overall there is a major revelation that you're going to receive. Something that you didn't see. Your health at the moment this month through your words and your day-to-day. Notice your moods, okay? Notice your moods at the moment. You could be a little bit more critical towards yourself. Maybe if you find yourself keeping super busy and unnaturally so, it could be an element of avoidance of self. And I feel you're almost like not really knowing what to do, so you're keeping busy, and there's a sensitivity coming up. So I would definitely say if you're a little bit abrupt around people, really watch the mood, because the mood is trying to tell you something personal about what is going on inside you. And I'd also feel that you need to keep your fluid up, because you do appear to have quite a busy month ahead of you. The things outside of it is, I asked what the other energy would be, and the other areas of your life is something to do with that of what you love and that of what you don't. That of what you're not passionate about, yet you were making sacrifices for, that you're going to see it loud and clear. Money is actually, I don't think money is really going to be an issue for you guys. I feel it's more the motivation to achieve it. That can be due to fatigue, but I do feel from the 8th and beyond, it's going to be a lot better. But you do need to pace yourself. If you have been really burning out, for those of you who've been working, you know, balance your sacral chakra. You also may be more giving. And again, there can be more coming out of your account at the minute. That can be for bills, expenses, partnerships, purchases. But if, again, check the emotion, because if the emotion is on override, you may spend a little bit more. I do feel from the 8th moving forward, you're going to have a lot more strength and you're going to be a lot more cautious with your budget. I do feel it's almost like there's an increase, but there's something that has to go up before it can come back. Last card for Cancer, please. Yeah, you're going to need to get grounded. This is some of you are moving home, some of you are moving things about, some of you, so I'm hearing bigger, better. It needs to be bigger and better. There's something to do with home. It might be a repair that needs to happen. But it's almost like you feel you're piggy in the middle and you need to make a decision and you don't know what decision to make. So I feel, as you sum up how you feel to do with your work, getting your energy recharged, being careful with your throat chakra, and not saying to yourself that everything's cursed, how does this happen? Like really step back and see how far you come, because I do feel it's more coming through as you're quite fatigued, you have some major decisions to make, and you really don't have the motivation at the minute to do such, because you have been really in your 3D life working so very hard. I feel by the second week you're going to have more vivacious energy and you'll be able to achieve these things, and things can get back to a sense of normality. Love and light, good luck with the decision, and I will see you on the other side. If you want more updates like this, comment in the box, and I'll see you for the psychic updates during the month and romance for the twin flame path. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings 5D. I trust that you enjoyed the content and love to hear your feedback. Now, yes, we're live every Friday for the Twin Flame update for the collective energy, as well as if you do click the bell, you can get the community post update because you don't get notified of lives. Now, the Members Hub also has 3 sessions a month now at $11. If you do want to come and join us, especially for all the extension reads, which are at the higher level, you can find the link on the main page here. You can see it above the screen, and it gives you the 3 tier levels. Additionally, I do see you throughout the month for your romance updates, for your twin flame and the moon energy and more. So have a great month, and I'll see you on the other side. And yes, I do private readings. The information is in the info box. Love and light, guys.